Hi, welcome to Serenissima Yoga. Today's series of asanas is focused on active reactivation of our muscles and focus on breathing. So in every single pose, we want to really help the breathing flow. So our main focus will be, all right, I am in this very crazy pose. Am I breathing with my diaphragm? Am I helping my breathing, or am I just interrupting it? And once I am at this level, I can even try to control it. So try to have the inhale be as long as the exhale. So it's not going to be extremely easy to do it even in the hardest poses, but let's try to do this. Okay, we start with opening up of our hips. So from the seated position you saw we got up, and now we are opening our hips with the help of our elbows, straight up with your back, as we said. Focus on the breathing in and out. Inhale with your belly and exhale with your belly. Now left hand on the mat and raise up your right hand to the sky. Look up, straight with your arm. Don't have your neck work too much. And back to center. Hands to prayer. Right hand to the mat and up with your left. And back to center. Now walk forward with your hands and stay up with your legs. Here you will feel a very good stretch on your back and a very good stretch on your glutes. This shouldn't be too taxing on your neck, so if that's a problem, maybe just go back to the prayer position. If your neck is not in pain, just stay here. All right. Now gently move your hands back under your forehead, or like under your head, and raise up your buttocks slowly. Close up your feet and stay down into a bent pose. From here, grab with the index finger and the middle finger the big toe of your right foot. Bend your left knee and raise up. Now the foot should be just in front of your pelvis. Find your balance. And your knee should be high up. If you can, straight up your leg in front of you, like you might be in my situation here. It might be hard for you to completely stretch your leg. This might depend both on how your skeleton is made, or it might also depend on how much you worked on your back muscles in your leg. Just reach where you feel like your stretch is sustainable but also not painful, and where you feel like you can work toward an elongation, and stay. Then bend again your right knee and move down, accompanying your foot down to the mat. And then also the right hand goes on your right hip. This time it's your left hand that is going to grab your left toe with your index finger and middle finger. Bend the knees and raise up. Be generous with the time you take to do this kind of movements. Don't rush it over, because first you might lose your equilibrium, and then second it might be like hard to find the right setting for you to work on. From here, looking forward, stretch back forward your left leg. Again, you might have been a ballerina in your past life, and you might be able to completely stretch your left leg. But if that's not the case, just work on the position where it's good for you. Just like get close to your limit and stay and elongate the muscle there. Like we said at the beginning, focus on your pranayama and on your, like, the control on the breathing. So before controlling your breathing, you should be able to help the breath flow fully in every part of your lungs. Then bend again your left knee and accompany your left foot to the mat. Okay, so now from here, put your hands in front of your feet, like maybe just, I don't know, a hand forward, like a foot in front of your feet. And now your knees are going to be bent, and kind of make like little steps. You bend the left knee, and then you bend the right knee. Bend the left knee and the right knee, and change. You're really moving your hips here. We are like waking up the articulation of our hips with this movement. And stay. Now let's do the same thing but with our hands. So you raise up one hand and then the other hand. Like you raise the palm of the right hand from the mat and then the left one. Raise the palm of the right and left. In the meantime, you focus on the stretch that you're feeling on your back, the back of your legs. So the quadriceps, the triceps, and raise up the left hand and the right. Good. Then back with the legs. And now, doing this with little steps, you find Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's go back to this little stepping thing that we were doing. So, awaken the back of your legs, bending the right knee and then the left knee. Good. Now stay a second on this pose. Focus on helping your breath reaching everywhere. So like breathe with your back. Try to imagine that your breath is going to the parts of the legs that stretch the most. And then move to table. And then backwards. All the way, but without having your knees touching the mat. And then forward to table. And backwards, but the knees do not touch the mat. And table. Back, knees do not touch the mat. Table. And so on. Backwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Work with your core. Here we are really working with our core. The abdominal muscles are key for us to maintain an equilibrium and counterbalance the training we are doing on our back muscles as well. Right, so now we stay in the tabletop position. Make sure the hands are actually under your shoulders, like as much as you can, yes. So the feet are also as wide as your hips. And like we were saying before, the abdomen is active in this pose. If this is too hard for you, you can also have your knees on the mat it's okay. The important part really here is working on having a straight back and an active core. The legs can come later. Otherwise, the legs are up and they are straight and active. Let's make circles here. So first, we go anti-clockwise. Use the mobility of your wrists and your ankles. And remember to breathe. Back to center, change sides. Be gentle on your shoulders. Help them with the strength of your abdomen to not like fall forward with your chest. And back to center. Raise up your right leg and down. Raise up your left leg and down. Raise up your right leg, bend it, open it to the side, like build a 90-degree angle from the front side of your right leg with your thigh and the mat. Back to center. Right foot to the mat. Raise up your left leg, 90-degree angle, and open it up to the left. It's basically like a dog that it's going pee. And back down. Back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe here. And walk with your feet, in between your hands. Breathe here. One long breath. Bend your knees. Gently roll up. Take your time. Here. And move to mountain pose. We have heated up our bodies, hopefully. The positions we made were a bit taxing on the wrists, so let's stretch them a little bit before going for sun salutations, where we are also using the wrists. So make circles with your wrists in front of you, first one side and then the other one. It's really bad if we hurt our wrist articulation or our knee articulations, because then we can't do much yoga anymore. Okay, and let's do the same with the shoulders as well. Make circles backwards and forward. All right. Okay, move to the front of the mat. Get ready for sun salutation. Raise up both hands to the sky and then down. Bend your knees. Right foot back, right knee to the mat. Look forward. Left foot meets right foot. Knees, chin and chest to the mat. Bhujangasana, raise up with your chest. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. If you manage, heels go to the mat. Raise up your right foot and move it in between your hands. Look forward with your straightened back. And left foot goes in between your hands. Bend the knees. Raise up with both hands to the sky. Breathe. Hands to prayer in front of your chest. Now we do the same but with the left foot. So raise up both hands and then down. Right foot, shit. Left foot goes back, left knee to the mat, look forward. Right foot meets left foot, knees, chin and chest to the mat, raise up with your chest, and Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Be straight with your back. It doesn't matter if you have to bend your knees very much, like excessively, just stay straight with your back here. Raise up your left foot, move it in between your hands, right knee to the mat, stay straight with your back, look forward. Right foot meets your left foot in between your hands, bend your knees, raise up with both hands to the sky, and hands to prayer in front of your chest. And here breathe. So let's repeat the series, but with a little modification. So raise up both hands to the sky and down to the mat. Right foot back, right knee to the ground. Raise up with both hands. Look forward. Grasp the mat with your right foot, and if you manage, raise up your right knee. Be steady with your right foot on the mat. Down with your hands, left foot back. Chin, chest, and knees to the mat. Shift into Bhujangasana, wave into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot in between your hands, left knee to the mat. Look forward. Left knee and foot go in between your hands. Bend your knees, raise up to the sky, hands to the sky, and in front of your chest to prayer. Pranamasana. One big breath here. Hands down. Get ready to repeat to the left side. Raise up both hands and then down. Left foot goes back this time and knee to the ground. First, look forward with your face. Oh, of course you look with your face. What else? Sorry. Raise up both hands and then raise up with your left knee. If you can, should not be too hard on your knees, of course. Down with the hands and back. With your right foot, you find yourself into table and then move down, chin, chest, and knees to the mat. Shift Bhujangasana and then Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog again. Like we said earlier, do not forget your breathing. Raise up your left foot in between your hands, right knee to the mat. Look forward. Right foot next to left. Bend your knees. Raise up. Totally. And then hands to prayer. Right. From here, raise up your left knee and open. We are now, our chest is parallel to the long side of the mat. We're getting ready for some goddess pose. So open up your arms like a strong woman, like superwoman position, and then bend your knees 90 degrees. Look forward and smile. Now the left knee is going to the left knee. The left elbow is going on the left knee and stretch to the left. Back to center. And right. Let's kind of do this a bit faster. Change one side and the other. Control the positions anyway. So find the right speed for you that will anyway allow you to perform the pose with the control on your breathing and on your movement. Okay. Left. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Center, inhale. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale sides. And back to center. Raise up. And again. Raise up with your left knee and move to center. Good. Raise up with both hands and then down to the mat. Find control here. Bend your knees, jump into table. From here, move down with a lot of control in your elbows until you reach the mat. Raise up into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose, and stay here for a second. Feel that to keep this pose, you're not using the muscle of your neck, and you're instead using the muscles of your back. What you're doing here is actually breathing with your lungs, not with your chest. Wave into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now walk back. And raise back up. From here, raise up your right knee this time. Raise it up. Raise it up. And raise it up. And now bend your left and do a very long step forward. Good. Now your left leg is straight and your right knee is bent. Up with both arms forward. We are in lunge. Now rotate your left your left foot and open like first your hips are looking forward. Now you were with your left heel, you were up and you rotated it 90 degrees compared to the long side of the mat. Now your hips are looking forward and now you rotate them as well. And you open up your arms. Really relaxed, like not really tense. Your shoulders are fine, and you just stay here. Then bend backwards. And forward. Right elbow onto the right thigh. Straight forward with your left arm. Look up and remember to breathe. Back into warrior two. Now this time, with the right hand, you go down to the right side of the right foot. And look up. Stay straight with your left arm. Your right knee is bent, your left leg is straight. And back up. Lean backwards. And back to center. Now straight up with your right foot as well as your left. So with your right leg and your left. Straight with your arms. Shift forward and then grab your right ankle. And look up. Keep breathing. Now bend your right knee and raise back up into warrior two. Straight with your right leg. And now hands on your hips. Well, what you can do is open up the left foot and repeat to this side. Bend the knee. Open up your arms. Find yourself into warrior two with your left leg bent. Move backwards. And then bend your left elbow straight with your right arm. Look up. Build a straight line that goes from your right foot to the top of your fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, control the pose. Be steady. Back up. Lean backwards and then down. So the left hand goes to the left side of the left foot. Up with your right hand. Straight. And back up. Lean backwards onto your right leg and then back to warrior 2. Straighten with your left leg, shift forward and go down into triangle pose. Grab your left ankle up with your right hand. Breathe. Bend your knee, raise back up. Now move back to center. And with very small steps, go back to have your legs as wide as your hips. Now you're gonna raise the right knee, sit over, and make a hook with your right foot, your left thigh. Your left calf. Same thing. Right hand goes over, and you're crossing also your arms and look forward. Bend your left knee. If you lose your equilibrium while it happens, don't be too hard on yourself. And back to center. Let's try again to the other side. So raise up with your left knee, bend your right knee, cross over the leg, the left foot is grabbing your right calf, I believe, and then the left arm is going over the right, and then lock your gaze somewhere safe that is not moving and keep on looking there. You'll find your equilibrium. Once you have done it, focus on your breathing. Try to accompany the breathing where it should go. Breathe with the entirety of your lungs and see if you can control the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. And release. Let's go back with our legs open. They should be wider than our hips. And then try to locate your hands to prayer, like in between like your shoulder blades. I mean, as high as you manage. Then, like we said before, open up your legs and bend forward. Feel the stretch in your legs. If you don't, open them up a little bit more. It's okay. Maybe you're extremely flexible and you manage even to have your head on the mat here. But okay, if that's happening, well done. Focus on your breathing. Here. And then release your wrists, release your hands. Move them to the mat, just right under your face. Straight. Then turn the wrists so that your elbow bent toward the back side of your body. And then from here, make little steps with your arms backwards so that you deepen the pose. From here, you can even grab your legs, like hug them, and bend your knees. And maybe move your head to the mat. Release. Straighten up your legs. Close them up. Go back to the center of the mat. Bend your knees and raise. Okay. Move forward. The top of the mat. Raise up both hands and down. Find center like earlier. We're going to jump back. First, focus on a point. Don't lose your balance. And then down, backwards. From here, move down totally. And then enter Sphinx pose. A relaxing pose for our back. Breathe here. Detach the shoulders from your ears. And stay. Then shift the arms down and go back. Now raise up your right leg, support it with your left. And keep and stay here. Change legs. And both legs up as much as you can. Stay down with your shoulders and your forehead. And down. Now open your arms to the sides. And while we do the same with the legs as we did earlier, this time we also raise the chest. So raise up arms, chest, legs, shoulders away from your ears. Look forward and down. Release. Bend your knees. Move backwards into child's pose, but a variation here. So open up the legs a little bit. So instead of sitting on your heels, you're opening up the legs a little bit and sitting in between them. Now we stay here for 5 breaths. 1. Inhale. Exhale. Equilibrate your breath. It is as long in as it is long out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. With little tiny steps, raise up and sit in between your feet, like this. If this is taxing already, difficult for your knees, do not do it at all. I don't know, sit somehow else, just sit like this, just not, or maybe you can even just sit like this. Otherwise, you can proceed with this pose and move backwards as much as you feel okay for you to do. So this is enough, good. You manage to go all the way down, fine, whatever works. Then release your hands down. Keep breathing. Now, during this practice, you have ejaculated the going places where usually it does not go. And we have equilibrated length of the breath going in and the length of the breath going out. Then with the help of your elbows, raise back up. Sit on your knees. Just stay here a second, then cross over your legs and move into Dandasana. Just the seated pose position here. Raise up the right leg and down. Up the left and down. Up them both and breathe. And down. Move to the center. Find both. Both pose. And stay here for a second. Locate your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Raise, lower your feet. Inhale. Detach the shoulders from the ears. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Raise back up into boat. Stay here. And look forward. Cross the legs. Move back into table. I'm gonna have microphones issues. Oh man. Table. Then down to the mat. Raise up into Bhujangasana. Downward facing dog. Knees to the mat. Cross the legs. And we're finding ourselves back into fantastic boat. Sailing around Venice. Down with the legs, but not all the way. Look forward. Bend again, look forward. Cross the legs. Hands forward. And down to the mat. Raise up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Down to the mat with the knees. Back into baby pose. Child's pose. And cross forward. Look forward and cross your legs. Put the right hand to the mat and bend over to the left side. And do the same to the other side. And back to center. We position our knees next to our chest. Raise up. Look forward and hug the knees. Now stay here a second. Move the knees back down. Adjust yourself down to the mat. Keep the knees bent. Stay here a second. Straight with your left leg and hug the right knee close to your chest. Change legs. down. Find Shavasana pose. Just reflect on your practice here. Then bend your knees. Raise up your arm. Turn to the side you want to use to raise up to seated. Cross your legs. Hands to prayer in front of your chest. Namaste. Thank you for practicing together today. Any comments or things you would like to practice together next time? Let me know in the comments, and see you next time on Serenissima Yoga. Bye bye.